What's up, my Vina loves? It's Miss Vina D coming to you all from Vina Team News. Now, I did retire this guy about a few weeks ago. I retired him from this channel. I said I was never going to talk about him again unless something really serious or major happened. Nothing serious or major happened. But Rachel did an interview where, of course, they brought him up again. Few people, or a lot of people, kept saying, oh my gosh, why? I just still asking her about him. Why is she even entertaining questions like this? What is going on? So before I get to Rachel's response, I wanted to let you guys know that Rachel is not just coming out of nowhere and responding, that he did an interview the other day, and it was a long interview, and he had a lot to say in that interview. And in that interview, he brought up that he no longer speak to Rachel, and that made headline, and that was the headlines of almost every single article that showed up on the internet, which I responded to. Why would she want to speak to him? Okay, this is one of the headlines. So this is like a lot. This is just one article, but a lot of the headlines have this: the Bachelorette's Peter has 0% communication with ex-Rachel Lindsay. And my question was, why would he have communication with her? She's engaged. They're done. The show is over. They're not friends. Move on. I don't understand why, this headline is a big deal. Ooh, like, why should they even be talking? People in life that are not celebrities on TV do the same thing. You're an ex for a reason. Not everyone wants to be in communication with an ex, especially an ex that was very, very disrespectful to your current fiance, excluding what he did to Rachel and all of the things that came out from his ex-girlfriend and all of that. So the only reason why I'm entertaining his interview and reading what he had to say, so that Rachel's response can make sense for those of you who are in my DM talking about, I don't get it. If Rachel is so happy with Brian, they're doing well, why is she not shutting down questions in the media? Rachel don't have anything to hide. Rachel is doing well. She's good. Some people shut down questions, and some people are like, listen, man, I'm not a stuck-up person. You have a question, I'm going to answer it. No big deal. I don't think she think very deeply about the Peter questions. You know what I'm saying? I don't think she even see the questions as anything major, and that's why she just freely answer it, because I guess at this point in her life she feels like it comes with the territory, and that's why when she's asked, she's like, okay, no big deal. So Peter had his interview. I'm not going to play the video for copyright reasons, but I'm going to read what he had to say. Yes, and I'm going to say his name and the other guy, all of those things. It's no big deal saying his name. I'm not really that invested that saying his name is going to do something to me. I know in other videos I never said his name, but at this point I'm so far removed, I don't really care. So I could say Peter. You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and get into this interview, and then I'm going to get to Rachel's part. Let's see. Okay, not on speaking terms. Rachel Lindsay and Peter, I'm not going to say his last name, had one of the most memorable breakups in Bachelorette history. There were tears, fake eyelashes, and the claim that she settled with now fiance Brian Apostolo. Peter recently sat down with Us Weekly, where he opened up about his breakup to Lindsay and his dating life since the ABC series. Watch the video above. We're not watching the video, but I'm going to read what he had to say. It's been several months since Lindsay and Peter parted ways in a Barcelona hotel room, and it appears that time did not heal all wounds. Peter admits that while he and Lindsay have 0% communication with one another, he still is pretty up to date on her wedding plans with Apostolo. Okay. This is Peter talking. My feeds are full of Bachelor information. She's still very much in the press, and so I see it from time to time. I'm very happy for them. And while the fitness pro has no regrets and feels pretty good about how things ended, he still goes through some hard moments post-reality show. This is Peter quoting again. In a way, I'm thankful that the process wasn't really long. If that would have been 20 weeks, the breakup would have been that much harder because the emotions would have been that much stronger towards her. And so I think that kind of helped me in getting over it a little bit faster. There's still days where I think about it and there's still days where I think about it and have some hard moments. Okay, still having hard moments about it. All right. But in the interview, which I can't play, this is a short version. He apologized to Brian. He talked about not saying some nice things about Brian, and it all led to jealousy. He was jealous, and he can admit that. And so in that interview, he did apologize to Brian. Peter had a lot to say about Apostolo while on the show, but these days he's let it go. I said some things on the show that I regret in regards to Brian. A lot of people been saying that. A lot of people was just on Brian for no reason. Well, that's what happens when people just are envious and jealous of you. Because Brian didn't do anything. He was just chilling and focused on his woman. He ended up getting the love of his life. So let's go ahead and continue reading. That I regret in regards to Brian. I think those came from a place of jealousy. Well, speak on it. At least he's honest. Maybe discomfort, being in a weird situation. He says, seeing the girlfriend that I had at the time that I was falling in love with. Not sure about that. Making out with another guy who I know she had feelings for. So I regret saying those things. If people ever ask if I regret anything, that would be the one thing I regret. So basically, people are saying, listen, they heard Peter's ex-girlfriend interview talking about how he went on the show to further his business, routine, his business, and getting, in the right position and getting more clients and getting famous and all of that out of it. He didn't love Rachel, never loved Rachel. He don't date black girls, never dated black girls, and all of these things she had to say. And then you have people saying, well, she said Peter went on there to further his career, to in return turn around and come back and marry her, and they can, move on and live happily ever after. People got upset that why would Peter do that? Put Rachel heart on the line when he had no intentions of being with her. But then you have people saying Peter might have gone on the show with that. However, he was shocked and surprised that he ended up falling deeply in love with Rachel, and that led to the tears, and the tears were not fake and from a place of he was, guilty and felt bad that he led Rachel on. People really do feel that he went on there to further his business, but then to his surprise ended up falling in love with Rachel. So that's what he had to say about Brian. I'm going to go ahead and keep reading just in case he brought up Rachel again. He said these days he doesn't talk to the happy couple, but he does see their blossoming relationship all over social media. They look super happy and are actually really cute together. Peter says, ever the good sport, they pop up in my feed all the time, so I'm forced to kind of see them, but it's all harmless. They seem good. It's hard not to hear of longing. He said that, and the interviewer said, it's hard not to hear a tinge of longing in Peter's voice when he talked about his ex. So he's used to being asked about her now. Still, for him, he's not looking backwards. He don't have no choice. She moved on. She have love in her life. Well, now I'm going to go ahead and move on to Rachel and why Rachel is talking about Peter, okay? So let's go ahead and pull up that Rachel interview. This is the title, Rachel Lindsay explains why she doesn't talk to ex-Peter. So for you who were curious about this title, this is why. Leaving the past in the past, Rachel Lindsay closed the door on her relationship with Peter during her Bachelorette season 13 finale, and she hasn't looked back ever since. The Dallas-based attorney 32 sat down with Us Weekly to explain why she no longer talks to runner-up Peter. For me, the reason there was so much emotion in the finale was because that was closure for me. That was it. I really haven't talked to him because I don't have anything else to say. From what I hear, he's doing well too. All things said and done, there are no hard feelings between the exes. In fact, the former bearer of red roses revealed that she would gladly watch Peter should he ever become the series' new lead. Oh yeah, I mean, come on now. I'm in this thing, I'm Bachelor Nation. I'm a part of the franchise. It doesn't matter who the bachelor is, Lindsay explained. And just because it didn't work out with Peter and I, there's no bad blood. I hope that he's able to find whatever it is that he's looking for, even if that was on The Bachelor. Although The Bachelor alum doesn't have any regrets from her time on the ABC dating series, she does feel that her emotional breakup with Peter hindered the audience's ability to embrace her engagement with winner Brian Apostolo. I wish you were able to really see more of Brian. The breakup with Peter really did overshadow. I felt a happy moment for us, like one of the best moments of my life. I've never been engaged before, neither has Brian, and I felt like we were more on the defense about our relationship and having to explain more of it than rather it's showing. So I just wish you really got to see Brian, and I hate that it took away from him on. During her chat with us, Lindsay also shared her excitement about walking in her first runway show on Thursday, February 8th for Gold Red for women's red dress collection. I am very honored and excited to be a part of it. It's such a huge platform that I'm excited that I get to use my platform to talk about a disease that impact women, Lindsay said, also noting that she's been working on her catwalk.
Work. Yes! Okay, I don't know if I can follow this.
Dead. Do you know what I mean? It's all in the sway of the hips.
That was more than the hips. That was more than the hips.
Perfectionist, what can I say?
Okay.
And 5, 6, 7, 8. Work, 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 work. Stop, pose, twirl, and turn. Yes! Oh, man, if you do that, you'll be the belle of the ball.
Should I do that?
Do it. Like, pop it, pop, lock, and drop it. Wow, thank you for doing that.
Oh, of course.
I'm like out of breath from how much I just...
I'm excited to bring my energy and a little bit of sassiness. I'm making Brian watch and judge me. I think I'm doing okay, but it might just be my own opinion. All right, guys. So for those of you who were asking me all of these questions, why Rachel is entertaining Peter questions, there you have it. It just didn't come out of nowhere. So there you have it, man. I'm going to go ahead and end it here, my Vina loves. I'm wishing you all an amazing day. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless. And I'm excited for Rachel. She and Brian had an amazing time at Fashion Week last year, and it looked like they will be all over New York again. And I'm looking forward to the videos and everything, the images and all of that, because last year New York Fashion Week episodes were everything. Okay, so I'm happy for her and I'm looking forward to that.